Hi, today we're going to talk about your draft plan and how to create one. So the first thing you need is a clean document, and I'm going to have this one right here for us to use. We're going to use this, and we're just going to call it a draft plan. A draft plan is simply a plan of how your draft will turn out. And this is your draft plan for your technology and education research paper. The first thing you need to do when you're planning your draft for a research paper is to take a look at the actual assignment itself and see what it is that you're actually required to do. And in this particular assignment, you need to have some research. You have to have background research and field research. And this paper will have to be about 8 pages, 6 to 8 pages, right? So to start out with, we're going to have your first paragraph. And you know that that's your introduction. Your first paragraph is always your introduction. And then you'll have a second paragraph, and it's a body paragraph. Oops. A-R-A-G-R-A-P-H. Okay? And the third one is also a body paragraph. So let's talk a little bit about what should go in these paragraphs. I'm going to copy and paste part of your assignment over so we can take a good look at it. I'm just going to put it right here. Okay, and if we look at it, it says this essay should be a topic that you understand. Yeah. Okay, you need to explain to others why this or these websites are a good idea to teach, so that teachers can teach a particular subject. Okay, so we can get rid of that. We don't need that right this minute. You need 2 types of research and you have to create a background. So you have to have a background research and you have to do field research. So when we look at the body paragraphs, we need to make sure that there's always a topic sentence. And the topic sentence for this purpose is going to be the first sentence of the paragraph. It tells the person who's reading it, your reader, what this paragraph is about. And since we know that this has to be background research, essentially you're going to be establishing that students, according to your thesis statement, that students need help understanding and learning history. So you need to establish that. The best way to do that is obviously to find some research. So in this case, we would do some research and identify this as a background. And perhaps because I have to have 3 different resources that contribute to this, I might use the state of Texas's Texas Higher Education Board reports on how students do in history. So my topic sentence might read something like, according to the Texas Higher Education THECB Education Coordination Board college students of history, of U.S. history. Make sure we spell that out, right? United States history have very low passing scores. Okay? And then the rest of this paragraph would be a summary of the research I am referring to. And this would be the THECB's report. Okay, so that whole paragraph is nothing but what this report says. All right, and then we're going to have another body paragraph that's still part of your background. Okay, so you have to have more background. And here we might say, and of course it has to start with the topic sentence, as always. And we're still establishing that there is a problem. So here it might be that THECB is not the only resource, no, let's not the only source reporting that college students have problems understanding, how about grasping, that's a good word, grasping U.S. history. Make sure that you spell these out. Okay, I will spell it out. The American, we would have to go and do some research, but I'll just throw something out there. The American Association for Historical or the fourth paragraph will also be a body paragraph. And of course it will need a topic sentence. And this will continue, this will be probably the last one that establishes your the need. So this could be from the New York Times, let's say. So the New York Times also reports that college students need assistance in understanding American history. Alright, and so if you do use a newspaper article, you have to underline the title. Hope that works. Nope, it did not. Okay, so we'll just do it like that. Whoops. Alright, anyway, so you have to underline it. But then the rest of that paragraph will be a summary of the report of that newspaper article. So let's go on to the next section. So if you take a look up here, you'll see that you have to have at least 3 resources as background or contributing information. All those sources will have to go onto your works cited page. But you also have to have field research. So this is where we're going to start out with our field research. It'll be your 5th paragraph. It's still a body paragraph, but this time it's a topic. So the 7th body paragraph, or the 7th paragraph is a body paragraph, and it kind of concludes your survey and the research that you've already conducted, or your field research. And so we're going to move to the next body paragraph, and it still has to have a topic sentence just like all your other ones. And this time we're going to start talking about Hulu and YouTube because we need to pull those into your research. Okay, so whatever it is that whatever your website is, you need to pull it back into your research. So Hulu and YouTube have, whoops, that's not going to work. Oh, here we go. Have various videos that American history teachers can use to emphasize their teaching lessons. And then your details will include titles of videos and what they are about, so that you're proving that, okay? And then your next body paragraph, because still we're on the body. And remember, this is a really long paper, okay? So your next body paragraph will talk about, we'll also have a topic sentence, just like always. And this time, we can focus on one of them. So let's talk about YouTube. One of the cool things about YouTube is that it allows amateur videographers to create their own videos and upload them for free. And so now we need to connect that, right? We need to connect this idea that Hulu and YouTube are useful for teachers. And so one way to do that would be to say, give details on how does one go about doing this? How does one use that upload videos, right? And we could offer a solution. Teacher could ask a student or a group of students to create a video about a particular topic in American history. And then I want to remind you that as you're coming through this and as you're starting to work on your projects, you might find that, hey, I need an extra paragraph here. So this could be 7th and 8th body paragraphs, and then this would just be 9th body paragraph, and then this one would still be the 10th, apparently. But my point is that it's very fluid. You made this so that you can continue making it. You can change it.